And of course, you are catching us live from the magistrate court, where we are now witnessing the court case of Job Sikhala, who has been brought here. The magistrate joined with us is Fadzayi Mahere, the MDCT spokesperson, Fadzayi Mahere, and as well, we've got Mr. Job Sikhala just besides. Quickly, Fadzayi Mahere, your sentiments on what's been going on.
Obviously, we are extremely shocked and disturbed as the MDC Alliance as the pattern of suffocation against our members continues. We have been sitting since morning. The lawyers of Honorable Sikhala have been waiting since 9 a.m. for the proceedings for his initial remand and his bail hearing to take place. We're told that they have started to amend the court papers, which is completely unprocedural. As we all know, as a matter of law, the warned and cautioned statement should stand. That's something that the police officers do. It's not something that the prosecution can change at this late stage. That's completely unprocedural. It's unconstitutional. And so, you know, we again protest against the flagrant breaches of the rule of law, the Constitution, the rights of the arrest, of the accused person upon arrest. So, you know, we obviously wait for the law to take its course, but we know the game that's being played. It's a game of trying to persecute, a game of trying to frustrate, to undermine clear liberties that exist as a matter of law.
What are the current charges that they're pressing against Honorable Sikhala currently?
Well, as at yesterday, what we were advised by our lawyers is that he was being charged with inciting public violence, which is absolute nonsense. Because at no point has Honorable Sikhala called for violence. At all times, he is been demanding for a better life. We know that Zimbabwe is a nation in crisis. We know that the public health system is on its knees. We know that 8.6 million Zimbabweans are food insecure. We know that nurses are almost on day 70 of their strike. So we know that the country, every Zimbabwean is suffering. So when he says that, look, the looting, the corruption must stop, this is a cry that every Zimbabwean has. And, you know, the citizens are unanimous in the call for action. That's all that Mr. Sikhala, together with the MDC Alliance, together with the citizenry at large, are calling for. He has not done anything wrong. Section 59 of the Constitution guarantees the right to peaceful protest. Section 67 of the Constitution guarantees the right to challenge the government peacefully. It allows us to do all these things. So it's a matter of regret that when citizens, whether political or not, exercise these constitutional rights, you get persecuted for it. You get persecuted for exercising your constitutional entitlements. And then when we then come to court, instead of complying with the constitutional processes, we're made to sit around. You know, we've hired an advocate, a very senior advocate, to come and represent Mr. Sikhala, and he's made to sit around and wait.
I understand one of the lawyers, Mr. Bamu, is reportedly being arrested. What are the circumstances?
So the circumstances around that are that Mr. Bamu had come with the papers pertaining to Mr. Sikhala's case, and we're shocked. Although it was a brief detention, he was detained for loitering around the court premises. Again, this undermines, you know, the prosecution of Mr. Sikhala's case. A lawyer should never be persecuted for doing his or her job. We saw the same thing happen with Ms. Mtetwa earlier this week, where a lawyer, again, in the course and scope of carrying out his or her duties, is, you know, prosecuted or is, you know, interfered with. It's a trend that's continuing, and we object to it.
So where is Mr. Bamu as we speak?
As we speak, I think he's sitting around.
Has he been released?
He has been released.
Okay.
He has been released, but it should never happen in the first place. Why are you arresting a lawyer who's representing an alliance? And again, as Ms. Mtetwa highlighted earlier this week, it's to send it sends a chilling effect, you know, that a certain kind of client should not be represented, because obviously lawyers will then look at certain clients, you know, clients that are political in nature, or certain clients that speak out and say, look, we don't want to represent them because we might be arrested, or we might get contempt orders issued against us, we might get, you know, the legal system treating us in a particular way. It shouldn't happen in that fashion, because Section 69(4) of the Constitution says that every litigant has the right to a legal practitioner of their choice. That right should never be interfered with under any circumstances whatsoever.
Do you feel that these sections of the constitutions are being adhered to? We've been having these fighting battles for a long time, where many people have watched you, human rights defenders and MDC lawyers, quoting these sections of the laws. Do you think that they're being adhered to, or these are just mere letters that have been written in the constitution and nobody's actually following them up or adhering to such?
It's not really a question of what I feel, but it's a question of what the evidence proves or demonstrates, how the state has conducted itself, how the police have acted, how the legal system has treated the citizens of Zimbabwe. And it's unfortunate that the Constitution has been undermined more often than not. We have not seen an adherence to the Constitution, and the Constitution is supreme in terms of Section 2, and we do call upon the state and all actors, the judiciary, citizens, the state, the prosecution, every single person should uphold, promote, adhere to, implement, comply with the Constitution, especially the Bill of Rights. And we continue to clamor, for Jacob Ngarivume, Hopo Chingono, Godfrey Kurawone, all political prisoners. We clamor for their release. The right to bail is a constitutional entitlement. All of these persons have not been convicted of any crime whatsoever. The law, the Constitution, which, as I've stated, is the supreme law, states that they are presumed innocent until proven guilty. So we cannot see them in leg chains. We cannot see them in handcuffs already. We see that Honorable Job Sikhala is in handcuffs. He hasn't shown that he's going to run away anywhere. There's no need to treat a person with such indignity. The law says that persons have got the right against cruel and human, indignity, undignified treatment and punishment. So these are the sort of things we don't expect to see in a constitutional democracy.
Okay, allow me to just switch to Honorable Sikhala. This is definitely one of the most toughest times you are facing currently in Zimbabwe. Also because you are a lawyer. Zimbabweans need to know, how are you feeling right now?
No, absolutely nothing. And I'm just waiting to go to court. I'm happy that a very strong legal team has been put in place, where a very senior advocate is going to be the leading lawyer, Advocate Eric Matinenga. He will be assisted with Alison Boma and also Jeremiah Bam. And also you have seen Advocate Mahere is here. She will also assist the legal team with some arguments in court.
Let me ask you a very unfair question. Do you have confidence in the legal system in Zimbabwe? Do you think that even if they submit good arguments, they're going to be heard?
No, I have heard many cases in court, and the majority of them have been acquitted. So I don't want to make comments against a trial that is not yet started. I've been taken to court several times, and the majority of the matters I've won. So I hope the process of due process will take place in its place.
Honorable Sikhala, many people that have been arrested before you have not yet been given bail, and many Zimbabweans are worried that such chances may be high on you. How do you feel about this?
Nothing. I'm feeling nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nothing, absolutely.
What are the chances that you think you're going to be getting bail today?
No, I don't want even to think about it. I will see when I cross the bridge.
Yeah. No, I understand. I know I'm being so hard on you, but Zimbabweans are saying that are we going to be losing another Sikhala the same way we lost Hopos and Ngarivumes, and we're going to be seeing you going down there? Does that concern you?
No, I'm not even concerned.
As a lawyer as well, and I know as a legal practitioner, how do you understand the charges that are being laid before you?
No, I think that one is the question for my lawyers. They are the ones that are well acquainted with the details of the charges against me.
Okay.
They are all here. I think you can interview them.
Right.
Yeah.
All the best.
Thank you.
Okay.